death and grief and sadness, and not to be like dramatic, but that kind of music I think speaks to me more than the happier stuff.
Wicked.
Listen. I don't even want to hear it, okay? That's right. Just go on and
You are listening to Groove Trackers on WKCR 89.9 FM, WKCR HD. On this show, we bring in a DJ to spin an hour on vinyl while we talk to them about the records in their bag. I'm here with Jake.
I don't even want to hear it, Thomas. But what I do want to hear is the name of this excellent record that you're playing.
This excellent record is Eau de Chante, a track called Delicious Ink. It's Delicious Ink, a track called Eau de Chante. And this is a track that just brings the party. And on the subject of bringing the party, we've got one of the iconic members of Ladiez Drink 3. Three of three, because we've had the first two on already. We had Mariposa, we had Valentina,
this is
aka Drink Jen.
people.
And it's time for Perna. So Perna, welcome to WKCR FM!
Hello. Thank you.
Trifecta.
Thank you for having me.
Perna, we're going to get straight to the music. Tell us, what is the first track going to be in your mix tonight?
It is actually going to be a track from Porgy and Bess, Miles Davis. The track is actually called, Prayer. It's a little bit dramatic. I feel like you'll see that most of the tracks I play will probably be a little bit
Nice, little bit of drama
somber,
tonight.
maybe a little drama.
And I respect WKCR FM, obviously known for its big jazz community, so you're playing for the station. We love that. It's Perna to the top of the hour here on WKCR FM.
Let's get emotional.
Perna's got a quick shout out on this one.
Shout out Rarelife and Chris from Ohio, who owns Shut Off Notice Records, who they sent over this to me.
There we go.
Thank you.
Shout out. You're tuned to Groove Trackers FM on WKCR. We've got Perna in the booth right now. How you doing over there?
Pretty good. Hanging.
Nice. Now, first time on FM radio. You've played your fair share of clubs. What was going through your mind as you packed your bag for this particular show?
Well, definitely a lot more like weirder stuff I wanted to tap into, a little bit more emotional, maybe a little bit more somber.
Why did you want to go weird?
I wouldn't even say it's weird. I don't know, maybe less clubby, less, fully dance music adjacent. I mean, it is dance music still, but
it's dance music is always open to interpretation, right?
A little left field, but I don't know, just tracks and songs that evoke some form of emotion or just,
Now, on the subject of that, we've obviously asked you to prepare a record which takes you to a particular time, maybe a particular place, particular memory. Do you have a record with you today?
Yes, I do.
Take it into your hands.
Where is it?
Oh, we've got a bit of reshuffling to do over here. Here it comes.
This one.
So ID the record for us and then take us to the place.
Okay, well, this is Furtherset, The Infinite Hour. I had a record that I actually went to a place to buy. I got signed by an artist, but we don't have it here today. It's kind of sad. It's okay.
R.I.P.
It's Bauhaus. Bauhaus. But this one is also very important to me. I got it. I think I got it actually online, but the story behind it is my really good friend, Tony, who I hold very close to my heart.
Shout out, Tony.
Yeah, he showed me a cassette by this artist, and they're from Italy, and it's very synthy, kind of like dramatic, adjacent. Sounds like they could be playing with a drum kit, but they're not. It's just really very beautiful music.
And what was, You were chilling. Where were you when you heard this for the first time? Take us to that moment. What point of your life are we talking about?
This was maybe like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I was a lot more into like the noise scene in Brooklyn. And
interesting. We're talking about the gigs where you can go to and there's no melody.
No, yeah, like noise, like
interesting.
Like not harsh noise necessarily, but like different kinds of noise and just like modular synths and stuff. So this really was so beautiful to me, and I bought this for myself and him as a gift, just for showing me this artist. And he's from Italy, and yeah, I don't know, it's really, really beautiful. And this album specifically is about death and grief and sadness, and not to be like dramatic, but that kind of music I think speaks to me more than the happier stuff.
Wicked.
And did you say that you have this signed by the artist?
No, I had the Bauhaus record signed by the drummer.
Is that something that you do? Like, do you like to get your record signed? Are you that kind of person?
I was really little. It was like 2017 or 2016, and they were doing like a record store day in Miami. So I went and I got that record and I got it signed by the drummer.
Well, there you go.
Cool.
A more cheerful note to end this on. We're gonna let Perna get back to it. It's Perna to the top of the hour here on WKCR FM. listening to Groove Trackers on WKCR FM. We've got Perna in the booth, and you can find the full track list over on our Instagram, Groove Trackers FM. Jake, over to you.
Over to me. Hey, Perna, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Now, in our pre-show conversation, which will not air here on the radio but can be heard on the Groove Trackers FM SoundCloud, we got into your origins. You are, like your cohorts in Ladiez Drink Free, a Floridian, but you are also the only one of the three to be straight up from Miami.
Yes.
Shout out to the 305.
Yes, shout out 305.
There you go.
Shout out Dade County.
Talk to us about what brought you from Miami to New York.
I actually came to New York for school. I went to John Jay and I studied criminology and crime scene investigation.
Ooh.
These ladies, man, I'm telling you, they're full of
surprises.
Yeah.
But yeah, and ultimately started going out, and I've always loved music. So I decided to not pursue my career just yet. So here we are. Yeah.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about meeting the other ladies, because I love the fact that you're all from Florida, but you met here.
Yeah, I actually met Val through a mutual friend, but we actually connected at a club in Brooklyn, and we were just like messed up, and we're like, oh my God, we both love music and we love going out dancing. Let's become BFFs. And then Mariana, we met through another mutual friend, and we all were like, wow, we all should DJ together and have fun. So
the legend begins.
Yeah.
And so moving from your aborted career in criminology to your current career of maybe booking borderline criminals to DJ.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about booking pianos.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I've been meeting like a lot of different people that are outside of my scene necessarily. So it's been cool to just kind of like dabble in like different scenes, like the dance hall scene, amapiano, hip hop scene, you know, because I know Pianos is one of the only hip hop clubs right now that's been around since forever. So
yeah, and of course, you know, going back to, I'm old enough to remember when it was like the most venerable, you know, indie rock club, and the Strokes played there, and the Cold War Kids played there. So Pianos has got a great reputation for booking far and wide. Is there something though, like among all of these disparate DJs, disparate styles, is there something that you see in a DJ that makes you say, yeah, book them?
Oh man, I don't know, just like their energy, like the way they can keep a room, the tracks they play, especially the tracks they play. Like I have a friend that played pianos for the first time and he blew me away. So
nice.
But what if they're just shooting you an email?
That is a lot harder, honestly, because I can't really get a grasp on like if they can really play.
So how do you?
I mean, for pianos, like that was the first place I ever DJ'd. So like I usually give them a chance, and I'm just like, okay, if they have a good attitude and they're willing to learn, because not everyone's perfect at spinning in general. Like sometimes to me it's about the tracks and their energy. So yeah.
Well, on the subject of the tracks and the energy, we're going to let you get back to your tracks. It's Perna till the top of the hour here on WKCR FM. You've been tuned to Groove Trackers here on WKCR 89.9 FM, WKCR HD. It's been an hour of music with Perna. Perna, thank you for this superlative hour of tracks and tunes.
Thank you.
Now, before we let you go, it's time for the friendly fire questions.
Friendly fire.
So, question number one: what record store do you find yourself spending the most time in here in New York?
For a while it was A1. Now it's like Human Head.
Why?
I don't know. I think A1 because I'm working in the city now, and Academy. And Human Head usually when I'm off and I want to meet up with a friend and we're digging.
Nice place to dig.
Yeah.
Now, when you get out of New York, maybe when you get back down to Miami, where are you digging?
I go to Technique Records. Shout out Mikey.
There we go. Nice.
Tell us about Technique.
Technique has a lot of electro, a lot of freestyle, a lot of Miami bass. It's just in a great location. The people that work there are amazing.
Sounds like a spot.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, you work in the nightlife industry, and at the time of recording the show, it's just been St. Patrick's weekend. Tell us some about these nightmare St. Patrick's encounters, or maybe other nightmare weekends in New York. SantaCon.
Yeah, we actually don't allow people that are doing SantaCon into our establishment.
Why ever not?
I don't really know.
I believe that's what's called a rhetorical question.
That's a
right
strict. They're like, no, absolutely not. But St. Patty's weekend, it wasn't that bad. It was just really busy, which is good for us. But it was a crazy weekend. Yeah.
All right, and then keeping it a little more positive, what is a place, either for yourself or for the ladies, that you just love to play, your favorite dance floor to play? I have a feeling I know the answer, but I'll let you answer anyway.
I would say LeBain
really?
or Paragon.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
I mean, I've just had the most fun playing at LeBain, like
Okay.
even though we've only played twice, but Paragon Basement, I love playing there actually.
It's sweaty down there.
It's sweaty, and we can kind of go crazy with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, one more chance to enjoy the sweat.
yeah, exactly.
There you go. And now, last question: any shout-outs to send across the waves?
Oh my gosh, shout out to Marianne and Val, shout out to all my friends, shout out to all the record store owners.
There we
Yeah,
go.
shout
the
out
big
to everyone.
three.
Shout out to the
big
dancers.
three. There we go. Now, you can hear Perna again, actually, here on WKCR FM at the end of this week. Because on Friday, it is Radio Riot, which is going to be club live on FM airwaves from like 11 till 4 in the morning. You looking forward to it?
I'm so excited.
Ladiez Drink Free will be on from 1 till 4. So, if you're up, awake, staring at the ceiling, tune into WKCR FM. And at that point, we're going to close out the show. So, Perna, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jake,
thank you for having me.
Thank you, Thomas.
And to everyone out there, our beloved listeners, thank you for tuning in. Club, Groove Trackers FM on Instagram. You can find Perna over there. You can find the track list. You can learn more. So with that, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, folks. Love you. Mean it.